innocent. Well, how do you feel?
It's Christmas, man. There's nothing that I can say right now. It's just it's beyond words to even describe the feeling that I'm feeling now. Actually, there's probably one word. It's probably euphoric, because I didn't think it was going to happen this soon. I didn't think I was really going to get it, because you were in the courtroom and you heard what they said. It's just it was disheartening what they were doing, and but then when I realized, that what happened, and they were just concerned about the logistical part of it, and I was very happy with the decision that they made.
Yeah, it appears as though the judges were wrestling with their being put in this position, and as your attorney said, it's part of it's part of a process, but they were wrestling with their being put in this position. But at the end of the day, you had a right to ask for a writ of actual innocence, and you were indeed innocent. So even with all that going on, they had no choice but to give you this writ of actual innocence. Do you agree with that?
Right. I to some extent, yes, and I can understand their concerns about the process, and it's something that we need to change. Really, it does. It is something that we need to change. And it's just a logistical nightmare is what it is. But at the end of the day, they did the right thing, and I'm happy about it, and I'm proud that I can say that through all this that I've been innocent from the very beginning, and I've said it, and it's now come to light, and everybody believes me.
Now, I'm not going to ask you about the person involved here, but when the sentence was handed down, that was in August. So we know at that point in August that everyone knows you are innocent, including the court system. Are you frustrated that it took September, October, November, December to this day to finally get this writ of actual innocence?
As far as the time is concerned, yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed because it took so fast for them to convict me, but it took so long for them to get me innocent. But again, it's a logistical thing. They had to wait to find out whether or not what was going to happen with her in order to find out what was going to happen with me. It's just logistics, and I understand it. I really do. But it's just that there should be some kind of time frame that needs to be set for this.
On the air tonight, I said, at least on paper, once your record is expunged, which still needs to happen in Hampton Court, that at least on paper, for the last 5 years, your last nightmare over the last 5 years, at least on paper, will act as if nothing happened. Have you thought about that?
No, I put myself above it. I really have. It's something that I had to live with, and there's no point in me just moping around with it. I can only do what I can do, and I'm glad I had attorneys like Sean and John and Erica and Adam, to deal with that aspect of it, because I'd be pulling my hair out if I had to deal with it myself. And to not have to deal with it and just concentrate on living day to day and month to month and just figure out what am I going to do and put my best foot forward. It's some people would think that, you're going to be depressed and sitting at the house and having issues. I have had my issues, but I haven't expressed them in a manner to which that other people would normally. And I've just been concentrating on me. Well, what do I want to do today? Well, I just want to, play a game or talk to some friends. And I just kept a positive attitude about it. And it's helped me in the long run.
It truly is remarkable. I calculate that you were released from prison 1 year and 1 month ago today. That's when I first met you, Jonathan.
I actually believe that is true, actually.
It is.
Wow.
November 20th. Now, let me ask you this. In that time, what's been the most difficult thing for you to get readjusted to?
Getting a job, and I still don't have one. The main issue with this is I'm still a sex offender. Throughout the whole year I've been a sex offender. I'm still on probation. So even presenting the evidence that even after the conviction of my accuser of perjury, that I presented that to several companies, and they said, look, we still can't hire you. Even though with that on your hand, we can't convince the people who are in charge of the process to hire you. And that was the most difficult thing I've had to deal with, is that, because even though going into registering as a sex offender or dealing with probation, that was easy. I didn't have to deal with anybody but one or two people. But getting the job was the difficult part, and I still am not able to get one because of this.
And I know you're not bitter. Are you?
No.
You're positive. You have a very positive force about you. You can't be. That's what you were saying.
There's bitter people only have bitter things happen to them, and if I want anything out of this, then I'm going to have to be positive and look at what I want to do, because I have a long life ahead of me for as long as I live, at least to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, with at least some measurement of happiness.